What's up, explorers, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are having a great day. Before we venture into today's video, don't forget to tap that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now let's jump right into best cheap winter vacation spots in 2023. Start off with Cozumel, Mexico. If you are looking to hide away from that cold and snow in the north and not thinking about Cancun, Cozumel is a perfect island. Located to the east of Mexico, this small island attracts all beach lovers from North America. The weather rarely falls below 65 degrees all year round, which makes it a perfect place for a winter vacation. Cozumel is not expensive, considering certain tours, including private tours. Most start as low as $40 per person. Some activities are included such as scuba diving, snorkeling, buggy driving, jeep tours, and many other water sport activities offered at Palancar Beach like diving or sailing. Some tips to save in Cozumel include paying in pesos. You get a better deal than paying with US dollars. Stay away from the piers as they are where the cruise lines make a stop and it is expensive. Research taxis prices when you plan on using a taxi to get around because taxi drivers do upcharge a lot. You can rent the entire place on Airbnb to yourself for as low as $50. Next up, we have Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. Quebec City lies on St. Lawrence River and is home to many beautiful bistros and boutiques. The city does give out an European vibe, French in particular, with beautiful castles and the language that the people speak here. When arriving in the city, you should visit the historic neighborhood that includes the Citadel, Notre Dame de Quebec Basilica, Quebec Cathedral, and Cartier Petit Champlain. Parks in Canada are typically not free, like most in the States. There is an entry fee of $5.50 to get entry to Montmorency Park with extra cost to other activities offered in the park. Budget-wise, vacation rentals, bed and breakfast offer cheaper prices during winter season. Smaller hotel rooms and Airbnb should also lower the cost. Canadian culture is almost identical with the US, so cooking can be a way to work around the budget. Don't forget to try poutine, which is French fries and cheese curds, topped with gravy while you are here. Jamaica. Jamaica is the third largest island in the Caribbean. This country is slightly smaller than Connecticut in the States. Best time to visit Jamaica is November to mid-December with pleasant weather. If possible, try to avoid spring break time between March and early April as prices are very high. Jamaica has everything in terms of sceneries a traveler can ask for, from mountains, beaches, freshwater lagoon, to waterfalls and caves. You can go hiking and camping at Blue and John Crow Mountains National Park or visiting the Blue Hole Natural Wonder for sightseeing or spend a day at 7 Mile Beach for free, along with huge selections of tours to choose from. Keep in mind that transportation is expensive and we would recommend booking in advance for accommodations to save cost. Best way to get around is by taxi, or if you are comfortable driving on the left side, it may save you money from getting a taxi. Planning a trip in advance helps to budget, and don't forget to pick up a guide before you land. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Colorado Springs is one of the cities for hikers and sightseers. With an elevation of 6,035 feet above sea level, Colorado Springs is home to America's infamous peak, Pikes Peak. It is generally best to travel by car while in the city, as you will need one to go up Pikes Peak at 14,115 feet above the ground if the weather permits. The Red Rock Formation Garden of the Gods is voted number 1 as the best thing to do in Colorado Springs by TripAdvisor. You can hike the trails and snap those amazing photos with friends and family. Explore Cave of the Winds Mountain Park or take a stroll through Manitou Spring Mountain Town. Tips when visiting Colorado Springs in the winter include packing layers and being aware of the altitude change. If you are here solely for the attractions and outdoor activities, you can choose to cook. Hostels and Airbnb are a lot cheaper during winter months. Banff, Alberta, Canada. Banff is one of the famous destinations in Canada. If you are one of those who loves outdoor winter activities and enjoys snapping pictures at every angle, Banff is for you. Best time to visit Banff is typically June to August and also December to March. Banff is snowy during the winter time and perfect for snow sports. The most popular snow sports offered in Banff is skiing, where you can purchase Ski Big 3 passes to ski at Banff Sunshine, Lake Louise Ski Resort, and Mount Norquay. Besides that, you can take a trip to Sulphur Mountain Summit by riding the Banff Gondola. The ride takes about 8 minutes to go up and costs around $60 to $70 depending on the time of the year. Visit the Upper Hot Spring after a hike from Johnston Canyon Ice Walk or Grotto Canyon Ice Walk. Tips when visiting Banff: wear sunglasses and sunscreen as you are closer to the sun. Purchase lift tickets and festival passes in advance. Enjoy some Canadian wild meats like bison, elk, and venison. If you are brave enough, book a room at Banff Springs Hotel and explore its haunted stories. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Gatlinburg is a famous destination all year round in the States. You will find a lot of condos and cabins for rent at reasonable prices. It is free to visit the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Here you'll find the Appalachian cabins within the park. Hiking, mountain biking, and horseback riding are some of the popular activities. Upper Gatlinburg Aerial Tramway will take you to the top at 11,088 feet with an incredible view of the Smokies. You can also choose to ski at Upper Gatlinburg Ski Resort. It is better to book early and online to some attractions, such as the Gatlinburg Space Needle, Ripley Aquarium of the Smokies to save money. It is, however, better to rent a car to drive around the city to see all the sceneries. You can also take trolleys for cheaper transportation. Taos, New Mexico. Taos is a small town located to the north of New Mexico and is home to more than 20 historic sites. It might sound untraditional to pay a visit to Taos for a winter vacation, but it does offer a lot. Taos Pueblo is the only living Native American community that is recognized by both UNESCO and National Historic Landmarks. Admission to Taos Pueblo is $25 for adult tickets and free for children under 10. You can also go snowboarding and skiing at many resorts. Stop by Rio Grande Gorge Bridge for sightseeing. The bridge is known as the 5th highest bridge in the US, with 650 feet above the river. Accommodation in Taos is not as cheap, but it is affordable. You can rent the entire place to yourself on Vrbo or Airbnb starting at $80 during the winter. If you have never stayed at an earth ship before, that could be an experience to have. It is best to travel with a group of friends or with family to Taos. Almost to the end of the video. Next up we have Lake Tahoe, California and Nevada. Lake Tahoe lies on the border of the state California and Nevada. It is mind-boggling to know that 15 million visitors to Lake Tahoe each year. The lake is divided into the northern and southern half. In general, you can save more money by spending the vacation in the southern half, as it is filled with budget-friendly hotels and restaurants. The the best way to get around the lake is by car. You can spend a day at Emerald Bay State Park to enjoy the view of sunrise and sunset. Visit Heavenly Ski Resort and Gondola. Go up the Palisades Tahoe to a stunning view of Lake Tahoe. It is fairly expensive for a $44 midweek ticket, but it is worth it for first-time travelers. There is also an activity center at Palisades Tahoe that families with kids can enjoy. Hike Alpine Meadow for that breathtaking view. The activities you can do at Lake Tahoe are just endless. Remember to avoid weekends and busy holidays. If you are budget focused, Lake Tahoe will probably be the most expensive place in this video. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah is a quick getaway to the south. You can explore the city on foot or by bike. However, it is convenient to have a car to drive around the city. Weather here rarely drops below freezing in the winter months. Best time to swing by the city is from September to February, when the hotel prices drop with the exception of peak holidays. You can save a great deal on lodging in January and February. The city is full of history, and you can take a tour to learn more about Savannah's history. Trolley tours are offered to see mansions and historic homes. Ghost tours are recommended by many travelers as Savannah is the most haunted city in America. You can also pay a visit to Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist, or spend at least 2 hours at River Street, an area with souvenir shops, pubs, and restaurants alongside the Savannah River. Lastly, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Jackson Hole is a perfect place for a family holiday vacation. Winter is one of the peak seasons when families can enjoy some activities like ice skiing or skiing with Santa in late December. For that reason, it makes sense to rent the entire vacation home instead of pricey hotel rooms and resorts. The best way to get around is by car only when the roads permit. If you book a hotel room, the shuttle is usually available. Jackson Hole is famous for its mountain resort. It is ranked the best ski resort as it received very heavy snowfall. Just imagine on a freezing winter day, you can jump into an outdoor thermal bath at Granite Hot Springs while pleasing your eyes with the scenery of Bridger-Teton National Forest at about 7,000 feet above sea level. Wouldn't it be such an amazing experience with only $8? That is it for our trip today. How many places have you visited? Let us know in the comment. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe for better future videos. Go out and explore.